don't even know why I'm making this video, honestly, because nobody cares. They are dampened. I want to start out by saying this was the very first foundation I've ever used that was good. At the age of 24 is when I started doing makeup. There's Puppy. Hi. Yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing. So started watching YouTube, and there's a lot of makeup people on YouTube. Anyway, so I went back in the summer, it was in August, and I had this Makeup Forever foundation. And it was a completely different color. And then this last time I went, they did the little neck scanning thing where you think they're just gonna like press it into you and like maybe stop your breathing, who knows. It's the Born This Way Too Faced. But look how dark. I guess I was dark in the summer and then now I'm totally not. And I've been using this, like that's pretty bad, but oh well. They were like, you really need to match your foundation to your skin color. I'm definitely not doing a full makeup thing. I'll just say my makeup is just like a mess, honestly. This thing is awful. It's not awful, I've had the same one since like August. That's whenever I really made my first big girl Sephora trip. I feel bad because I hadn't used all of this yet, so I kind of did like a little dab of that, and then I'll show you how dark it is. And then the Too Faced. Whoa! Okay, well, that's a lot, but it's fine. Oh my god, it's like night and day. I just never thought that people could, or were supposed to, mix their foundations and their concealers. People do that crap all the time. I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like an idiot. I am a imbecile. I usually don't put this much on, and my hair's gonna be getting on my nerves, but now I've gotta get it all in my hand or else I'm gonna waste it, and I don't wanna waste my new stuff I just got. Ooh, and it's code. I can't decide if I like using a beauty blender best. Also, I used a beauty blender for the first time, which I know they're like a staple in some people's makeup lives or whatever. I don't know anything, and I've learned a lot, and I used to do makeup terribly. Like, I used to do all the wrong things of putting on makeup. Sometimes I find myself not wanting to destroy my face with a beauty blender, but anyway. And I know a lot of people, like, some people don't even wear makeup at all, which is completely fine. And I was one of those people that just hardly really knew anything about makeup or wore any kind of makeup. I would use just like powder and just be like, oh, there's a pimple there. Let me cover that up really quick. I was an idiot and I was like, hey, where's your, you know, I've heard so many things about the Shape Tape freaking stuff. And I was like, hey, where's that? And they were like, oh, it's actually an Ulta exclusive. I'm never returning here again. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You guys are enemies. And they were like, no, it's okay. We get that question so many times a day. She probably was secretly like, please go die. Or go to Ulta and just die after that. I got some boogies. Attractive. Flu season, peeps. I don't really know the ending point to this. I guess when it's all blended, but honestly, I don't know. That's fine. I did like this one. This is a real Techniques beauty blender, and it was very cheap, and it's worked pretty well, I guess. I don't know. I've never tried any other ones, so it's my favorite, I guess. The best part about this, the reason I bought this one was because I got it from Target, actually. It had this case. I feel like it doesn't get dirty. And it actually doesn't stay closed, so sometimes it falls out. I also have the darkest concealer. I even switched this out for a lighter one. This one's Cafe Con Leche, and then this one's Fair. I found out that I have fair skin. I don't know. You can't really tell. They're kind of the same. Like, they're kind of different undertones, I guess. I'm using the language here. I think I'm gonna do the same where I'm just gonna like mix it because I don't want to waste the rest of this. Also, I don't know, I just kind of like throw it everywhere, especially on like a pimple. And I like to put it above for my little veins on my eyeballs and right here, even though I just plucked that yesterday. How annoying. Ow, let me tell you, these mirrors from, ow! I should have done this before I put foundation on so I could cover up the red, but I guess I'll use concealer to do that. Now my eyes are watering. This mirror is great, but it can be dangerous because of how bright the lighting is. It's like, oh, I have a billion hairs on my face that I didn't ever know. Now I'm gonna pluck them all away and then some because I go overboard. Dab it on there, I'll do it under the nose because apparently I'm getting nose pimples. I'm not gonna lie, I've been very, very lucky with my skin. Do not take very good care of my skin at all. I didn't even have a cleansing routine, and I kind of still don't really do it, but my skin is very generous to me because I'm surprised it's not always pimple-fied. I also don't ever know if I'm applying this the right way. I just kind of dabble it on there, you know, just like me. I'm gonna use my little bitty dude because that's just better, I guess. I don't know. So one guy was saying that you don't really need to put a ton on your face right there because
less is more.
I don't know, but I still do a lot, obviously. I also like it because it makes your lower lashes pop whenever you put concealer on. I seriously didn't even use concealer before. I really would only put on like powder, and I know I did everything the wrong way. If I even did put concealer on, I would do it with my hands. I would just rub it in and probably just rubbed it off. So that's where I was in the old makeup world. You know, there's no rules to makeup or whatever. There's a few rules to not destroy your face. If you want to destroy your face, sure, there's no rules. Or if you want to look crazy, I don't know. But to each their own. See, I just feel like I'm just punching my face. Everybody does makeup way better than I ever could in all of life. I did watch James Charles and Jaclyn Hill. I watched a lot of her old old videos that helped me out a bunch because I was a beginner. So all the new stuff, I don't know what this is.
I don't know what baking is.
Baking cookies? Sure. I'm annoying. I also never knew that setting powder. I always just thought, you know, you had some powder that you just slap it on your face for some extra coverage. But also I didn't realize that you had to set it so that whenever you put on the other powder, I guess, then you won't crease your face. But also I just usually do medium coverage because I have freckles that I like them to pop out, especially in the summer. Sometimes I get really annoyed and I just rub it, and I think you're not supposed to rub it really. And I also don't know how much powder you're supposed to put. I've used a brush for this, but I feel like it's very messy, especially with the brush I have. It's very big and thick. Or would you call that dense? I don't know. Look at my lips.
Cause these crusty crust lips I got.
I don't know.
I'm just doing things.
Also, I love brushing my eyebrows. I don't know if that's like a weird thing, but I freaking love it. Just brushing them up, getting them all full. This has saved my life. This brush right here, which I never would have done this in a million years until I got into makeup, but I spent a lot of money on the the Morphe brush set or whatever. I don't know. I also haven't used a eyelash curler in probably 7 years. I don't know. I had a really scary experience with one once, and it like ripped out my eyebrow. Ow, and I just pinched my face. It really does work though. Look at that. It's pretty good. But I used to have one and then it broke and it was all crusty and gross in the middle of it because I did it after I put on mascara, which I learned recently, so 2 days ago, that you should not do that because it can really be bad for your lashes. And it can really be bad for your eyelash curler as well because it gets all nasty in there and the gunk and stuff. I've also been using this Hoola bronzer, which I think I'm gonna get the full on one. Don't know where it is. I need a new makeup bag as well. I've had the same makeup bag since junior year of high school. Where the hell? Oh no, I might have lost it, honestly. It was just a little bitty dude. A little bitty bronzer dude. Ow, it was in the side pocket. I just used the sample because that's what I got for like a little gift for buying so much shit. I always say this in my head, I have to do it.
Bronzer, blush, highlight.
Cool. And I use this big brush for some reason. I don't know. I got this from Kroger. And it just says large powder. I don't even think it had a brand. And I do know that you're not supposed to go crazy with the bronzer, so I just kind of put it like right there, right where your middle of your ear is, I learned. And it's different on each side every time. I don't know why. But I always usually put it where my little bitty dude hairs are. You know, my little ear hairs right there. My little catfish things. What are they called? Catfish, what do they have? Whiskers? This I knew that you're supposed to just bronze it up. Some people even put bronzer, I think, on their whole face. So I don't think there's really a way to do it. I just kind of put it on my hairline a lot. That's what I used to do. And then I'll put it under my chin. But I'm definitely recommending Hoola because I like that one a lot by Benefit. This light makes me look very pale. Blush. I've been using the same blush for 7 years. I'm not even kidding. And everything is broken. Like the mirror off of it is broken. I have it wrapped in a freaking tissue. I have this. This was from Real Techniques. I like this one a lot. It's just like a normal little brush. I used to like freaking go nuts on my cheeks. And I learned that you're really supposed to just go right there on your cheeks because you don't want it too crazy, you know? And I always smile weirdly, but I don't know. I just kind of like dab it on there, just on the apples of my cheeks right there. And I used to literally like go all the way up here. I love this blush. It's CoverGirl, I think. And it was seriously the first one I got ever. And it's just the classic color, the rose silk. I love this color a lot. I just like how delicate it looks and how pink it is. But I've been wanting to try some other blushes, like some maybe like coral ones. I think that would be really pretty. Not bad. So what I've been using for highlight actually is one of the Morphe brushes because I didn't really have one. So I was like, I'm gonna pick the biggest one in the Morphe brush set. So I did the E27. I don't know. Does this actually work? It does. Oh my God. No, it doesn't. There it goes. Cool. I did it. I'm a makeup vlogger. I did the Morphe, I think it's Spark. Every time I break it, it's all over my makeup bag. I used to have a stick. Actually, I still have it, which I love. I guess this is CoverGirl as well. And I would just go like this and not rub it in. I don't really know how to use highlighter very well either. I just know where it looks good. So I just kind of put it like across there. I don't know. I always think of the video of Chris Crocker where he's like putting it on and he is just loving it and it's so funny.
Oh my God.
I've been recently putting it on my nose, which I kind of like. And my chin, I don't know, there's just random places that I found that are, what? Why do people put highlight there? But it totally works. I don't know, I'm just putting it random places. I like the lip one, especially, well, you should obviously put lipstick on after you do it, but I'm gonna put a little bit more on my cheeks. just to have that like, I always feel like I'm putting not enough and then it's way too much after I get done with it. My eyebrows really need to be plucked, but I don't want to pluck them because I'm scared. I'm scared that they are
Crust to crust.
gonna get too thin. Like this one I definitely did too much on the side. I need to put on setting spray, right? Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna put on some highlight first.
Shit, there goes my beauty blender.
This is the first official palette that I've ever gotten. The only one I ever got before that was a Smashbox one and it was all glitter eyeshadow. Wait, you need mattes too, which I never realized until I started researching and like doing makeup and learning stuff from my friends. But I've done a couple of good makeup looks, or I think they're good. And I always send them to my friends, tell me what I did wrong or right. Eyeshadow, oh Lord. I used one brush every time and it's changed my life to have so many of them. I accidentally always put too much. What are you doing, pup? And then I recently discovered setting spray, which I lost the lid to, but I just did NYX Long Lasting Setting Spray. It's a matte finish though. And I know there's better ones out there, but
I've done everything right.
well, maybe I'll put like a little transition shade. That's what I do sometimes. I think I'm using butter.
What?
MFEO is the one I always use, just to put some color on there. I feel like I maybe recorded for too long. That's never happened before. My camera was like, you're getting annoying. Can you stop? I hate it.
Okay.
I will never go back to not putting on setting spray. It's crazy how much of a difference it makes. I don't know, I'm just new to everything, you know? I had this pack of lipstick, Pro Fusion Velvet Matte Lipstick. There's a bunch of different colors and I got it from Burlington Coat Factory. It was very, very cheap. And that's another thing I've never spent money on. The one thing I've spent, I have like a liquid lipstick and $18. It was $18 and I was like, whoa. I thought I was spending some big money, but I understand, you know, it stays on and all that junk. Oh, I forgot to say about my lash curler. This thing came with it, like a replacement thing.
So that's pretty cool.
Sometimes I'll put on a transition. I usually don't even put on inner corner highlight or anything like that. That's different for me these days because I am never on time for anything and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just gonna put on, I'm gonna try the Lights Camera Lashes and do
The eyebrows a little bit.
I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in chocolate because it matches my dark roots. I love it. I used to use her little, what was it called? It's just an eyebrow pencil and it changed my life. You can literally just draw it in and it was like such a little precise brush and everything and I was blown away.
My life has changed now.
But then I recently realized that pomade lasts way longer. It is a little difficult because I've had to get used to like brushing it in there and everything. It's like a little bit weirder. I've learned how to kind of apply it. But most of the time my one eyebrow is darker than the other. This one definitely has less hair than this one does. And this one's like my prized possession right here. Because it has so much hair, maybe too much hair. I probably should clean it up a little bit, but bushy eyebrows are in, you know? They're back. They're back to stay, I think. But seriously, the E29 is like the best eyebrow brush I've ever had. I think I used a e.l.f. one, but the freaking thing kept popping off of it and it was very annoying. There we go. Just gonna brush it like that. I've also never mastered the shape of my brows. And it's just crazy to me how much people care about brows now. It's insane. And like all the people that are like naturally have really thick eyebrows are probably like rejoicing these days because of that look coming back or whatever. Some of those people probably like stuck with it and they were like, frick, having little bitty eyebrows. I think everybody went through that phase.
Pluck everything.
So there's that. There's my eyebrows. I'm just gonna leave them alone because usually what happens is I will like overdo it and freak out too much. Wow, that's a lot of little dudes. I call everything little dudes. It's fine.
Wow.
This is amazing mascara. Shout out to the lady at Sephora for suggesting this lovely eyelash curler and mascara combo. That's amazing. There's just so many little bristles. Also,
Oh God.
let's just talk about mascara for a second because mascara has always been the thing that I've known which one I like and it's the best thing ever because whenever you put on lashes, it's just, that's it. You're done. You're good. You're ready to go. I feel like these days, if you've got your lashes and your brows done, then you are good to go for a day out or something. I don't know. They just make a difference. The eyes and the brows tie it all together. The mascara and the brows. And it makes me very angry though because it always gets on my eyelid every single time. I'm also very OCD about my mascara because I always want it to be perfectly perfect. Each strand have like the same curve and the same amount of mascara on it and I just go over them a billion times too many probably. But the curler makes a big difference though. It's insane. I'm so excited about using one again. It's like sometimes you just gotta take a break from something, you know? What's that saying?
No.
You gotta give something up to know if you love it or not or something like that. I don't know. It'll come running back to you. That's what happened with me and an eyelash curler. We had to split and then
I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay.
well, this will have to do for now. I don't want to dab it in there again. Yeah, I do. Sometimes I'll go like really slow and just like kind of curl them with the mascara on there. I always have to go in and brush it in there because I hate the little mascara spots. Okay, that little hair needs to chill out. There we go. All right, there it is. Here's the finished look. Oh shoot, ow, ow, ow. Okay, that wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be, but let's just brush this mess out. There we go. Not an everyday look because I would never put this much highlight and stuff on, but yay! Thanks for joining me on this lovely, awful makeup tutorial. It wasn't even a tutorial, I was just talking about makeup. Okay, bye.